Right then, you beautiful people, I'm back. It's been a long old road, a few weeks. I knew we were going on lockdown, so I've been working flat out. I couldn't even fish. I basically for about 2 weeks I haven't been able to fish. It's been killing me. So the longest I haven't fished. Two reasons. One, the weather's been mental when I had two blanks pipe fishing, and the other, the weather's mental. So it's just been terrible, and I don't want to keep doing the same videos. So I've got onto a syndicate. Boom. So there's gonna be some big things coming for the. Well, I see big things. I'm just going to a bigger lake. It's massive. It's private. I paid a lot of money to bloody fish it just for the winter. And trust me, I'd never normally do this, but with lockdown coming and all this kind of stuff, it's a massive private lake. And I mean, my little pond that I fish for private lake, it just would swallow it about 50 times. And I've got two lakes to fish as well, and it'd be all through the winter, so I'm gonna have a nice winter campaign, and the fish are much bigger. That's where I got my PB from, basically. 26.5 in the UK. So I could beat my PB again. I could even catch the same fish. What's bigger? Ooh, there's quite a few. I think there's a couple of 30s. All the rest are like upper 20s. So yeah, and it's a smaller fish as well, and it's a match lake. So yeah, I'm gonna have a cracking time. But what I'm talking about boilies. So what am I going on about? I'm just ranting about myself, all about me and it. Yeah, see, look, represent my own gym. See, my gym's doing really well, even though the coronavirus, I got shut down for a month. But we're getting on the boilie making before I start chatting rubbish. Right, so noddy boilie making. So what I've done, bakers, good old bakers. So what I'm doing is, I'm using dog treats. I'm gonna blend up a load of dog treats and all sorts, and they stink like bacon. Remind me of sauce a little bit. So I'm gonna grind all them up. I'm going to put, it's basically noddy boilie making today, just for normal people. If you do boilie making, like I say, don't watch my videos because they are terrible for boilie making, but they work. So honestly, I just looked on the YouTube a minute ago, just, to see what's, I like to make videos a little bit different, but if you go on boilie making, it's like, and some of the guys on there, even me, I'm just like, what is he going on about? Right? And about proteins, sometimes, like, as you know, you catch fish on bread. So I try not to get too lost in all that. Don't get me wrong, I know there's professional boilies out there, blah, blah, blah. Right, but we're making noddy boilies today. I don't care if I even go on a syndicate. I'm going to catch on my noddy boilies. I don't care. I know it's nothing about the boilies. So I thought I'll make my own and stuff because the fish in there are really big. I don't want to be banging out loads of boilies. And as you know, pellets will break down after a period of time. Blah, 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 blah. Right, so we're going to blend up all these into bits, right? And then I'm going to put a couple of eggs, a bit of flour, mix it all together and roll a couple of boilies. That easy. So I'm not going to mess around. Literally, I've got this. And if it gets too wet or anything, I've got some porridge oats to dry it out. But I'm not using no bread because I found the bread does make them go off really quickly when they're not being frozen. So I didn't know how long, well, over the winter, I'm not going to be smashing them in. So I reckon I'm going to make 2 kilos today, probably. But yeah, so dog treats. They stink. Another reason why I did is people are like, oh, well, the dog treats weren't cheap. Well, they weren't that cheap. I got them like 50, I think they were like 70p each or something, right? But the reason why is because I can't go to a bait shop. I ain't going to a bait shop. I'm not, it's hard to explain, but like I have to travel, I have to do all that clicking crap. I'm not in for all that stuff. So I'm not doing that. I try not to go anywhere at the moment, only to the gym, and that's it. I order my stuff offline. That's it. Hermit, fishing. Yeah. So yeah, basically I could go and buy boilies, can I? But I'm not going to go and buy boilies. So I'll just make a load of my own, even if it's cost me a little bit more than it normally would, but I want some nice boilies for the, otherwise I'll just chuck loads of bread in, loads of oats and just stuff like that and make it really just not that much nutritional value, But this one's they're going to stink. They will stink. And I got some white chocolate to put around them. So I'm looking forward to this anyway, because it's actually for myself, isn't it? So you can't moan when you're making bait for yourself. So yeah, and oh yeah, it's 40 mph winds today, cross rain and 40 mph winds. But I woke up this morning, it was sunny, and I was like, you kidding me? And then I went out and now it's sunny again, but it's 40 mph winds, and I cannot be dealing with that, trying to float fish. And I've got an idea for my next couple of videos, it's going to be pipe fishing and stuff like that, but I can't do them with 40 mph crosswinds in the camera. It just goes when I'm trying to talk. So yeah, people get frustrated, and so do I. Right. Bing, bang, bosh. I'll catch you in a minute when I blended all this up into powder. Right. Boom. He's back. Right. So I blended all the dog treats. Last time I used dog food, you remember? And be honest with you, it was a right old mess. I made a right old mess of it. So I'm just going to put 3 eggs in, and I've weighed this out, and it was 370 grams. So 4 packets of bakers. Like I said, this is noddy bait making. I'm not making it for profit, obviously. It's just purely for myself. Saves me money, and it's fun catching my own boilies. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to save a big chunk of this out, and then I'm going to roll my boilies after I boiled them in it with some white chocolate, so they stick, so they're going to have like a film on them. Yeah, because this stuff stinks. It does. Go and buy some baker's treats, and you see what I'm on about, or any treats like that, they stink. Absolutely stink. But it's not even that like horrible. Like dog biscuits, actual dog food smells horrible. When I was making them, I didn't say it, but it was vile. I was like, it smelled horrible. But this stuff smells nice. I just think the boilie making video is going to be much better on this one. I do. Thing is with it, what I always think is in my head is that I'm just chucking it in a bloody lake, man. So that's why I don't really worry about it. I've never like once gone, oh, I wish I had, you know, Manila or some, you know, other crap boilie make, you know. I've never ever thought like that. Bait is not really that big to me. You know, bait's just to put that, draw the fish in. I'm not really worried about what brand it is. So I'm going to separate it a little bit, put some eggs in, put some flour in, start walking it around and see what we start getting, see if we actually start making a consistency of a boilie. Right, so I've got 370 grams of this. I'm going to probably put in about 150 grams of flour. I'll weigh it before I put it in, obviously. I'll weigh up a load of flour. Yeah, I'll weigh up 150 grams of flour. And if I do need oats, I can put some oats in it. But I'm actually not going to bother. I'm going to try and keep it in just one consistency of these stinky dog treats. So they are going to be good boilies. Yeah. Right, bing bang bosh, catch you in a minute. Alright then, you beautiful peeps. We are ready to go. I'm going to start making the mix. I've got 150 grams of flour. I'm not going to use all that, but I've got it there. I've got my, just make sure you've got no bits in it. I reckon this would be good for just ground bait, you know. But yeah, so I'm going to chuck it in with my eggs now. Flour in. Right, so I'm going to put a bit of oats in, even I know I said I wouldn't. I just can't see this being that much bait. I can see it probably being about 1.5 kilos. Get a little bit more bait out in it. Gotta get more bait. The great thing about oats is it's a bit like bread, it's going to dry it out a little bit. Alright then guys, I'm absolutely smashing it. It's actually turned into a workable and a smaller amount of bait than it's the amount I actually wanted. I reckon I'm going to give about 1.5 kilos. So I'm going to start rolling them up. And I'm going to start getting some actually boilie shapes, isn't it, Scrappy boy? I'll say hello to Scraps in a minute. He's just sat there looking at me like a weirdo. So yeah, I've just got to work it a little bit more. And I'll start rolling up small boilies. And like I said, it's all for the new syndicate I'm getting on. I will do a video, obviously, as soon as I turn up there. I'm going to visit the water and walk around, and I can do nights, I can do days, I could do 3 days there if I want to, and I'm going to be off work because obviously they're closing all the gyms, so I'm going to be off work for like a month, so I'm going to go fishing. I've saved up enough money, I've got enough sponsors, and here's a photo of my gym with all my members at the moment, just to show you know how well it's been doing after all the crazy stuff all went on. So yeah, all my crew been really good. My kids' lessons just started to get really good, and then I've had to close them. I'm lucky because I've got sponsorship and people have helped me out loads. So the rent's covered, but I can make no money over the month. So YouTube, yeah boy, how we doing? No, as you know, I'm going to be fishing either way, if I want YouTube or not. So I'm going to be going fishing. and I'll be making quite a few videos, I think, over this period. So yeah, I'll definitely be using these when I get on my new water. So yeah, look, as you can see now, it's starting to make a proper shape, and I'll start rolling them up into boilies in a minute. But yeah, so I've been really lucky, you know, all the people that I train and teach have all been really good to me, and they're carrying on paying their monthlies and stuff. So yeah, it's, you know, in these times, it's just so bizarre, and we didn't know if it's going to be a month or could be even longer. And if you remember, I did a video on all this. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I did a video on all this about the lockdown, and I said we should have locked down way before this happened. It was obvious what was going on, but no, I was wrong when I didn't think I was. We should have locked down at the beginning of this crap. We wouldn't be in this position now. Right, anyway, get off the politics, Nick. Get off the politics. Right, boilies. They're starting to get there now, so I'm going to start rolling some boilies up. What I'll do is I'll roll it into a sausage, and then I'll roll some boilies off. I've still got some powder to put on top, and put some white chocolate film around them, but I think this is definitely much better than the dog biscuit boilies. These are a little bit more expensive because that is just pure treats, eggs, and porridge oats. So, this looks good to me. Probably the best boilies I've made. Well, I say that, I haven't even made them yet, have I? So, but yeah, it's getting a lot more pliable. It's not sticking to my hands anymore. That's the big thing, you know, when they start to get done, it stops sticking to your hands. Because it can get on your nerves. It's all over your hands and everything. Right, quickly stop it there for a second. And I'm going to start, oh, well no, I won't, I'll keep you there. So all I'm going to do is just pull off little bits like this, and then I'm just going to roll it into a boilie. Just like that. So yeah, 2 eggs. You could, and obviously if it's still dry, just put 3 eggs in. Do you know what I mean? But that's, I thought, the way I've done these, I think I'm going to be really, really good. I think this could be my best boilies, you know. And like I said, if you're really into boilie making, don't watch this video because it's pointless. But if you're, you know, you're like me, you just want some bait to go out on lockdown, you don't want to go to a tackle shop, this is much easier. And it's like I see one guy do a video, right? I'm not going to slate him because, you know, whatever. But he's like, oh, supermarket shop baits. And then he just went and goes, oh, I got this off eBay. And you're like, well, no, well, if it's supermarket baits, everything's made from the supermarket, mate. Not go, oh, half of it's from supermarket, half of it's from online pro baits. Well, this is all from the supermarket. There's nothing, you know, it's just dog treats, eggs, and flour. It's not rocket science. And then all you've got to do is chuck them in water, bring the water to boil. The baits that are done will float. Boilie, boosh. When I first started boilies, I thought it was like, you know, rocket science. And then when you go on to some of these videos, it is like rocket science. But it doesn't need to be. Do you know what I mean? It's bait for a fish, okay? Just keep that in mind, okay? It's just fish, right? And then people go, nutritional value. Well, why do you eat McDonald's? You know? You eat McDonald's because it's easy and convenient, okay? So let's not get all weird. And humans don't go searching out certain proteins, do they? You didn't see me going, oh, this morning I ate a protein shake. I ain't been eating this morning. And I wouldn't care what I actually eat. If it's a bacon sandwich to some, I don't know, dirty McDonald's. Convenience. Like someone walked in now with a McDonald's, I wouldn't say no, even though I didn't really like eating it. I wouldn't say no, because it's convenient. It's there. It's in front of me. I ain't got to cook. I ain't got to make no food. It's there. Right. These are actually turning out alright. The only thing I ain't doing this time is dyeing them. I dyed them last time. I'm not going to bother this time. Take find the point. Because I like the colour of them. They're just like a light brown colour. So yeah, life's been treating me really well. I've been working 6 days a week, 12-hour days. Not every single day, I'm not going to lie. Some days it's been 10 hours and stuff. I've got a bed in the gym where I sleep with the dog. Because it gets knackering me and Scrappy down there all day. We have breaks and I play with him and then that's it, back to work. So not like where it used to be when you first watched my YouTube channel. I barely worked, did I? I was like a bum. I was like benefits fishing. But things have changed now. Things have changed now. Hard work, positivity, and not being a biatch. But yeah, no, it's been flat out. It has really been flat out. And everyone's done me really well, so I'm really happy with where the gym's going and everything. And I know after the corona, we'll do even better. So at the moment, yeah, I can't even moan because the coronavirus helped me out, because there's so many people doing PTs than going to gyms, especially big gyms. So yeah, it's been in a weird way, it's actually helped my gym, because the big gyms like Pure Gyms and stuff, all those people don't want to go in a gym with 150 people, you know. Makes no sense to me. I'm limited to 8 in a class, I was, but you go in Pure Gym, there's 150 people there, and you're like, how does that make any sense? And they're responsible for spraying stuff, like looking after and getting rid of, you know, disinfecting everything. It's like, yeah, right. Some people are morons, man. They can't even run a bath. You're expecting to spray and disinfecting things. It's crazy. Right, bing bang bosh. I'll catch you in a minute when I start boiling. Right then, guys. Boom. Boilies before they're boiled. So I'm going to boil them now, and I will show you the end product. So I'm making a video not so it's going to be so long. Last one I did, I think it was an hour long. But I've got this much left. So it's probably about half a kilo. And I've got about a kilo. Yeah, it's probably about 2 kilos in all. Or just under 2 kilos. So happy days. So, and they do stink, honestly. They're going to be really nice boilies. I think they're going to be the best ones I've ever done. So, yeah, I'm going to get boiling them and see me in a minute. Right, so here we go then, guys. They're just starting to float to the top. So, they're just floating to the top. Yeah, boy, boilies. Flip you around. So the ones what are floating are done. It's boilies. As easy as that. So just eggs, flour, and dog treats. Boom. About £2 that's cost me. So yeah, it's about £2 per kilo. So happy days. And I told you these are better than my normal ones. These are not just dog poo. I'm not just going to chuck them in. So yeah, I'm actually quite happy with this lot. So right, I'll get them all bagged up and start drying them out, and I'll show you the end product. Bing. Oh yeah, and I've still got my blended up little bits, and I'm going to roll a few what are going to be hook baits. Right, there we go then, guys. My coated, covered boilies. And that's the rest of the paste I've got to do. I've got to boil the rest of these. So you can see I got a good amount of bait out of this, and I think they'll be really good hook baits. So I'm really happy with these. So yeah, I'll flip you around now. So yeah, that was the easiest boilie video I've made so far. So yeah, I'm really happy with them. So I'll be definitely using them soon. As soon as I can get onto this new lake, I can't wait. But yeah, so keep an eye out. So I'm going to be fishing a lot in a minute, obviously because of lockdown. And I'm going to be going pike fishing, roach fishing, carp fishing, all of it. So yeah, I cannot wait. I know it sounds crazy because of lockdown, but I've been working 6 days a week. So I'm going to take advantage of this time off. Like I said, I can cover the rent, so happy days. So like and subscribe to my channel, Fighting Fisherman, Instagram number 9. Right, thank you very much for all the support, guys. Right, bye bye.